This is where it comes down to the final two teams in NHL 25. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the Stanley Cup Finals on EA Sports. That means it's where it comes down to this. And it's coming up next after this.
Hello everybody, me Phone 11 here, and I'm here with my next broadcast partner, and this time Test Tube is here with us for a pregame show, and he's also along with the others. She now knows one famous, and this time to give everyone's appreciation to Paintbrush. And this is Game 4 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final on EA Sports. It's the rematch between Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. The killing score made this one impossible for Florida Cats. They are now 3-0. If they win again, they will be hosting now the Stanley Cup and will crown the Stanley Cup champion of NHL 25. Will they survive for the Oilers to win the game, or will the series be over? Now my next broadcast partner is Son of Beast along with Tyler Beast and Jay Beast. Standing in for our biggest on the take, the center ice, I give a warm welcome, is Terry Crews. Let's find out who takes on Cats Oilers next on EA Sports. It's Game 4 here at Edmonton, Canada. Hi everybody, I'm Son of Beast and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Tyler and Jay and center ice, Terry Crews. Well, we're just moments away here for Game 3 and we begin now here at Rogers Place. The starting groups is in the range between Florida and Fort Edmonton. Hyman is with on Leon Draisaitl. Then is Matthias Ekholm, he's with Victor Arvidsson. And then Bouchard, and finally you have is Connor McDavid back in his center. And to start for the Panthers, you have is Aaron Ekblad, he's with on Sam Reinhart. Carter Hayes with Alexander Barkov, and Gustav Forsling is right to the wing. Starting goaltender is in the range between Sergei Bobrovsky, the Bomb Man, and Stuart Skinner for the Edmonton Oilers. Bouchard will start here as Victor Arvidsson will now have to pass to McDavid. And Hyman on a quick shot, release save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. His saves happen to be just only one thing. No problem, they do. I just had to say this is going to make it look easier now to start things off. McDavid, the pass over now finding to Ekholm. Rebound on McDavid. He'll shoot. Big save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Behind the back is Ekholm. Here's a set pass to Bouchard. He'll now find it to McDavid. McDavid's pass is broken up by Carter Verhaeghe. Florida will take their own position. Set a pass to Alexander Barkov. Here's Barkov set to right-yard shot. What a save by Stuart Skinner. And a rebound will come in for Evan Bouchard. Here the Oilers is Jeff Skinner is on ice. Spin the move. Try to reset the group here, and they'll find to Corey Perry. And that pass is directed off by Aaron Ekblad. You'll find it over to Sam Reinhart. Rodriguez back over to Forsling, the other way. From the wing, here's Rodriguez. That shot blocked where Draisaitl takes over. And now back the other way. 2-2 attack. Glove save by Bobrovsky. The whole thing's in with only 18 minutes remaining under in the first period. One of the big moments afterwards is Carter Verhaeghe, and one of the other players from the Oilers is our big man from Victor Arvidsson from the LA Kings.
Well, I have to say now, Victor Arvidsson is really making it all important though. And I have to say now that this makes it a great choice. After playing for the Los Angeles Kings, he wasn't traded over to the other team. I didn't really think that this would happen. But as always, he made this one a little clearer range on his own. The better playoff position doesn't make it inbounding that happen. You made sure you had that one with a great target amount of timing, and no other in the world you're going to definitely try to do for it. And I know this is really kind of hard for them to like keep trading on. But for as long as you don't play it correctly, you just need some better straightening positions. This game afterwards could be a hard attack, and you're doing it for so hard, or then you're not playing it for successful. His career motion, estimating for Victor Arvidsson, he's really like giving it all.
I would say so, word up. You know, Victor Arvidsson really had to choose on it what he needed to do for. I mean, that's what you need to play for to recommend it out of the game. Don't take anything with the credit. A lot of time left in this period, 17:02 remaining in the first period. No score in game 4. The win for Nosek. He'll find the pass. Shot on the block shot. Big save. Short Skinner gives it to Emerson. He'll have that pass out of his own. Emerson trying to carry that one out, and Jeff Skinner will take over to Corey Perry. Perry now finds Draisaitl shot off the glove made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Smith gives it over, now finds to AJ Greer, and Nosek is right toward the wing. Where's a shot? Easy pass save by Stuart Skinner. Leon Draisaitl will have the pass again to tie Emerson. Here's the Emerson pass on a cutter, and a save made by Schmid off of Sergei Bobrovsky. Here's Gakovic. He's right toward the wing in the Edmonton territory. Off to Greer. Glove save by Skinner. We'll get things up and ready to go as another puck drop's ready to begin. As they prepare for the next puck drop, as we are noticing before, the range beared by McDavid and Barkov, but one of our big captains was from Florida Panthers and from Edmonton Oilers. They were one of the big team, but they all known for is to be remembrant of how they played for. Yeah, the starting of this one for Connor McDavid as he's really like all into the loose. The biggest effort and his bigger drive is making it look easier, and what I expected for to have him playing for his legendary of his career, he made it all with in easy range. The condition is looking very great. McDavid's doing a lot of his hard work and transaction. Some of the reasons is that he might be able to like try to change up a new attempts. No figuration would do. And what I know about Connor McDavid, everything a lot about him, it's just a great one to make response.
Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, I know how they can definitely handle things off. And what I need to know about now is that Connor McDavid just has to get some a lot of quick tips from the team, so they got to make sure they're able to play it in.
Here's Henrique to set over right down there with a little swim around Barkov. As he enters the attacking zone, he'll now have it to Parkozin. And to a corner handed again to Nurse. Here's Bouchard's shot. Glove catch made by Bobrovsky. He'll open things up there with only 15:03 remaining in the first period. A lot of time left in this range. Still no score in the game between Edmonton and Florida. And as Bennett wins the faceoff, here's Mikula. And that one carries it over by Parkozin. Tries to get to Ekholm and now to Henrique. Keep the ball rolling. On the backhander, shot's blocked and it's off on a pad and it's again to Bennett. Knocked him over right toward the wing. Parkozin. Pass over to Henrique. Henrique pass to Ekholm. Here's Parkozin. Shoots for deflection and that one is rebounded by Kapanen and taken back by Sam Bennett. Mikula signing to Kachuk, now finding to Rodriguez, and this one is saved up by Skinner. You'll get a rest here, and this one will freeze the puck in with only under 14:30. Easy done so for Sam Bennett. He has made another hit impossible. Big scores are no obsession. Well, I wouldn't say that Sam Bennett was really like giving a big hit, and I would just have to say that this could be like a bigger rainfall down to the end. And for the window on the range, I don't have anything to say about it. It can be really frustrating for some reasons. I mean, some players could be not happy at all. I mean, they've got to make sure that they're on the right track. Yammer, he raked the pipe! Brown with the rebound. Oilers rebound again. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Yammer would have had his first goal in the final. Bouchard shot. That way is tipped off and rebound by Nugent Hopkins. Now Jesper Bovis as again to Belinsky's. He's right toward in the wing. Back to the Edmonton territory. You'll fire that one out of here running around Ekholm. Ekholm will have that pass to Bouchard and right toward middle is Nugent Hopkins. He's over to Yarmark again. Slows things down. Now finds Nugent Hopkins. Pass back to Kulak. Kulak loses the effort. It's rebound by Matthias Janmark. Kulak
back to Emerson. Here's the shot. Blocked by Schmidt. Rebound by Yamark. Edmonton still got it back. Yamark still working his way in. And it's given by Lucic. Here's Hyman. The deep in shot range. Blocker saved by Sergei Bobrovsky. McDavid back on ice. He's off to Kulak this time. Never saved. Hyman with his own rebound added to Kulak. Here's Emerson. Off to Yamark. Yamark nowhere to rush, and he's back over to Nosek. Nosek pass. Off to Gakovic. And here's a chance. Schmidt should save by Skinner. He gathers it over to McDavid, and it's back to Kulak. The Oilers regain their group in. Hyman. And he'll have to reset it again as there's no change to make it fair. He now has it to Hyman, and it's back to Kulak. Back to McDavid. Here's the rush. Right to the middle of the zone. McDavid shoots, well, it's stopped by Bobrovsky. Unbelievable wheels, but he crashes right through the goaltender. He fires it, doesn't get over to McDavid. Forsling avoids the attacking on the spin move. Forsling goes down, rebound by Gakovic. And Greer, poked up by Kulak. No penalty on Florida. Greer with the rebound. That shot's blocked by Emerson and rebound by Draisaitl. And that one carries out of the zone. The rebound play by Schmidt. Pass to Verhege the other way. And it's over to Barkov. Shoots wide, and it's now back to Emerson. Another hit on a snackle. Here's Reinhardt shot saved by Bobrovsky. Sorry, that's Skinner. Reinhardt gives back by Emerson. Here's Corey Perry with under 11:30 remaining in the first period. Well, that one was an amazing play afterward from Stuart Skinner, and I just didn't really think that was going to be it either. And what a making save this is. He really would have to try to teach it right along. Puck can't get back in the zone, as Jeff Skinner will try to reveal it. Inhaling the puck is back to Draisaitl, and Corey Perry will have that back out of the zone. No forcing on the zone. Score Jeff Skinner. Shoots one. Save play by Bobrovsky. And he'll have some time off to get ready for another puck drop of under 11 minutes. And now here's Terry Crews talking in for Alexander Barkov. Thanks, guys. Alexander Barkov is making it one of his great defensive zones. The plays of this trick is making it look terrific. His better season has made this advantage going for his yoink ability. His defensive set is turning to be an incredible scoring. But when his plays is work defensively, he has to make a lot of contact range. There's no better than playing out their words to make that one count. One decision makes it quite marvelous than others. I'm watching on Barkov and finding out what his defense take is playing for his team. Let's see how he handles it, guys. Thank you, Terry. Now back over to Edmonton. Here's Kapanen. Spins around the move, and it's back to Evan Bouchard. Thunderclaps it. He scores! Running the net after the first goal to get it for Evan Bouchard. It was right in the middle. You know what's not happening. I was off the stick, and the third, that was right in there. What a good goal. Now look at this on Evan Bouchard. That was right over it. And he just sticks it and just went in and out. That kind of thing is a sick play when you get the thunderclap work. And Evan Bouchard, yeah, now that's two in the finals. First goal of the game. Let's go. So it's a 1-0 lead. Evan Bouchard with his second goal in the finals. He gives it up with a 1-0 lead. Now, when I see Evan Bouchard, he's really like making a thunderclap on his own. The range is better than simple. And I might admit it on that. I mean, all I need to know is that how is he handling that pressure? What is the key range to make that one look good for Evan Bouchard on the goal? You have to make that one easy. You don't want to make sure that you're coming out with some hard strength and goals. The numbers in the range is really the kind of difficulty. But when you have no choice, don't take
And by number 92, Vasily
McDavid back in the offense zone. Get to Arvidsson.
Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 47 seconds in the final. That's Evan Bouchard, his first goal of the game, second in the final.
Gives it
Assisted
off to
by
McDavid.
Kasperi Kapanen and Vasily
McDavid working his way in.
Bakozin at 9 minutes, 47 seconds
and
in the
bang.
first
Hyman
period
with the
of the
rebound.
final.
Right to McDavid shot. And he put back in the first goal. He finally gets his
forcing the finals. 2-0. I gotta see this one again. You know, Matthias Janmark is really running it. And that was a little tip and screwy from the goaltender. That one was an unstoppable force to give Zach Hyman a chance. And after McDavid, he just went for the shot. And then look what happened to Matthias Janmark. He just had that one good look at the range. And the goaltender was racing up. You see Paul Bryce? That's not when you wanted to start off like this. That's a little frustration. You don't get a good one clear for the first period. So it's a 2-0 lead. It's Connor McDavid with his first assist. Think of it this way when you're saying for Connor McDavid, that's when he really has his first assist in the game, and you just have it on Matthias Janmark. That's a great range. You have a great look. Where's that change up? You don't have anything that's going right after you. Just take a chance with the rebounding. I know what most people are going to say when they come out, they just have to start playing it like they do for. That's when you do for real things. Rebound in. Better choice. Lustrowini now has it to Lundell. Lundell on the carry. Well stop by Skinner as it goes off the pipe. That one was very close. I had never seen it like this. When that, not nobody was saying, nobody was screaming.
Oilers go!
And why is this holy Christ is saying? I thought that was going to be bumped in. You just have to find a rebound in. You just don't have a good look. Don't take a chance afterwards. He's off to Nugent Hopkins.
Assisted by number 97, Connor McDavid. And by number 18, Zach Hyman.
2-on-2.
Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 44 seconds in the final. That's Matthias Janmark, his first goal in the final. First goal of the game. Assisted by McDavid and Hyman in the first period. At 10 minutes, 44 seconds in the final.
Can't get a reef deflection in as Perry has his own rebound. Henderson, stick lifted. And can't get back in his zone. That will stay offside for Edmonton. Still a lot of time up in the period. Huge for Edmonton Oilers as I now have Leon Draisaitl, Terry. Thanks, folks. Leon Draisaitl was making a great range to have his own combination to make this great goal miss on the wings. The better take is no stopping to have his own time percentage. He won some couple awards since 2020 draft was right in toward the Bucks. In the second round, he has a lot of his great use. The range is simple and turning to be one of his professional takes that he has earned from some couple awards from regular season and some postseason advantage. When he said now for Leon Draisaitl, he has a lot of quotes to say, and he says, "This team is a hard work on for life. If I'm able to make a manager do for it, I know my appreciation to the fans will deserve it." Leon Draisaitl might be able to have his own another first goal. Let's see how he handles. Guys, thank you very much, Terry Crews. What to say now is about Leon Draisaitl. He's all or nothing. Well, all for nothing. I don't know. How would you have to believe on that? But maybe there might be one choice that could try and give it all. Writes him down, rebounded by Henrique. Bouchard. Pass to Ekholm. Writes a captain. Thurston misses wide. Rebound by Ekholm.
Oh, you would have had a choice on this one. That another goal would have just made it in. That one bunks out.
Rodriguez rebounds it up by Arvidsson. Back on ice is McDavid. Here's McDavid's shot. He missed it again. Great save by the goaltender. Aiton Lundell has it again of Boves. Boves over to Lustrowini. Behind the back, Lundell. And here's Forsling, Schultze, and he scores. Gustav Forsling, a thunderclap that gives him a start on the leadoff score, back down by 1. Well, you can't do it for now. I mean, that's when you have to give Gustav Forsling a fiery wrist shot. And that's right there. That's when you see the thunderclap and you get a good range for Gustav Forsling. That's right in it. No range would do to keep those going in. Aiton Lundell, the first assist of the game, that one for Game 4. He now has 2 in the finals. Lundell wins the face-off. Kulikov watching his way in, passing over to Lundell, shoots it up and saved it up by Stuart Skinner. Rebound by Draisaitl. Corey Perry, with only 6:30 remaining in the first period.
And that one pass doesn't give a dish off, and it's back to Luskerainen. Dumps it in. Rebound by Darnell Nurse. Edmonton back the other way as Darnell
For
Nurse
the goal,
will have
his
to make a
first
shaky
goal
bait
in
to
the
Klingberg.
game. Second goal in the final.
East
Scored by number
Beckton
42, Gustav
Off to
Forsling.
Draisaitl.
Assisted by number
Missed
15,
that one on the
Aiton
target
Lundell.
range. It's back to
And by
Kolakov.
number 27,
Big rebound by
Eetu Luskerainen.
Draisaitl.
Time of the goal,
Back
13
to
minutes, 14
Draisaitl.
seconds in the
Right foot
final.
outside of
That's Gustav
Klingberg.
Forsling,
He'll
his
send it again
second
to
in the
Perry.
final, first
Took
of the
shot.
game,
That one
assisted
is
by
blocked, and
Lundell and
rebounded by
Luskerainen.
Barnhart. It's back to
In the
Perry for
first
the
period,
Evans
at
Oilers.
13 minutes, 14 seconds in the
Nurse
final.
will give a reset back to Janmark. And now goes to Klingberg. Shoots it deep. Blocker save by Sergei Bobrovsky. And he'll have to play it offside, as this will be the stoppage in play with 5:45.
Fans don't regret this. You know, Matthew Tkachuk is really like making that one a big card. I don't feel like that nobody in the world would ever do like Matthew Tkachuk. He would make the hardest hit plays. Not my style. No work would be done.
I could be might be thinking of it. It might just be the harder release. I mean, no set of goals could be just anybody. Nugent Hopkins back to Kulak. He'll find it over to Brown, and it's given over by Barkov. And Schmidt has it over to Verhege. On the fire range, saved by Skinner. Emerson again to Kulak. And he now has it to Brown. 5:15 remaining in the first period. Mark passes down to Emerson. You'll get a reset over to Mateus Janmark. Barkov all alone for the rush. Hit the pipe. That one was way too late, and he'll have to regroup again.
I don't know how he would have to do that for real. I don't think that Barkov wasn't making that good. That's not a big look.
Hyman, backhander, stopped by Sergei Bobrovsky. Rodriguez lost his helmet. Right terminal, Hyman, stop save by Bobrovsky. 4:40 remaining in the first period. Another big hit here going on for Edmonton.
Nothing like I said so. I like saying that Barkov, he would have just made a lot of defensive hit. I mean, it could be crucial though, but don't get your targets off the line.
McDavid wins the faceoff. He has it to Bouchard. Arvidsson, no chance here. Rebound by McDavid. Here's Ekholm. Hit off the face mask. Rebounded by Arvidsson. Hyman still keeps it going. Now finding Arvidsson. Try to look right toward the middle. Aaron Ekblad got it out. Ekblad now finding Tkachuk. Here's Bennett. Hyman gets a little punch off on Bennett. No penalty on Edmonton. He's back to Hyman again. And over to Arvidsson. Made him down. Rebounded by Kolakov. You'll have another new regroup here. Now Nozek tries to get to Gakovic. Here's a shot. Blocker save on a pad. Back to Klingberg for Edmonton. 3:50 remaining in the first period. You'll now have it to Arvidsson. Makes a good look. Finding Klingberg. Find Arvidsson. Backhander. Glove save by Bobrovsky. 3:39 remaining in the first period. They'll have some next timing on attacks underway. So a lot of things going on around here in Edmonton. 2-1 still to score. The win for Barkov. He'll now have Verhege. And at Florida, Panthers are on the attack. Barkov with the shot off the skater. Rebound by Olsen. And off to Henry. A set. Kapanen with the shot, and the blocker made a save, and it goes right up to the net. He got a play. That one was happening with one of the great range I just seen for Alexander Barkov, and with the better defensive effort, he is like making his hard change off to work. That's what you need to do for him. He works it off, and he's got to make a great range to try to make it help with the communications in on defense. That's what you need to do for him. Look for the man cover, try to find someone, make a good look. Kulak finding Draisaitl. Perry, nobody to look around as Barkov has to get Mikula. And that pass broken up. And we'll stop and play in the blue line between the Panther and the Oilers as they go offside. Now they're set, ready for another puck drop in after right from blue line offside. The win for Aiton Lundell. Nate Schmidt finding Belinsky's. Belinsky's to Luskerainen. Bennett Can't get it over it as Jeff Skinner with the rebound to Perry. He's off and now away again to Emerson. Backhander off the face mask. Rebound by Skinner. And Draisaitl has it now to Bullock. Keeps rolling in, now finds off. Perry tipped it up and back to Lustarini. Man, what a knockdown this is in the Edmonton Oilers territory to the Florida zone. That make them hurt. Terrible use of a command bin, and there really can be only one that might give it all. That might be anybody that can try to keep in. Brown with the rebound. Emerson fires! Undenied by a goaltender. Skinner. And that's stopped by Boves. Boves sticked it up and over the net. Won't be a chance to do for it with the delay of the game. Back to Skinner. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Skinner. Nugent Hopkins will now have it to Bouchard. Great, excellent feed here to try to get rid of the defenders with a great slip. Bouchard finding Mateus Ekholm. Needs to regroup here this time. And back to Schmidt. It's given over to Verhage. Knocks fight over to Boves. With the shot, pat saved by Skinner. And rebound by Janmark. Janmark again to Bouchard. Right square in the wing. Nugent Hopkins back to Bouchard. He'll shoot one, saved by Bobrovsky. Here down the final minute in the first period. It is 2-1 Edmonton. McDavid wins the faceoff, has it to Klingberg. Here's Aaronson's shot, blocked by Aaron Ekblad. Zach Hyman comes in for the rebound. Verhage stoles it, and back to Reinhard. On the rush on attack, it's off to Verhage. That one is given over by Nurse on the shot block. Nurse can't get over it. Here's Reinhard, big save by Skinner. 1:03 remaining in the first period, and they're ready to prepare for the next puck drop. Now they're set ready for the next puck drop to be carried into the Edmonton territory. McDavid and Barkov again for another matchup. And that time it will be McDavid with a back-to-back
Last minute of play in the first period.
Good stick lift by Barkov. Here's Reinhard. Right to the wing, he scores! How did he get in front of it? Carter Verhage rolling it loose. No way. I don't think Carter Verhage was able to look at it through it. Now, watch what did happen here. There's a little slip. There's no dagger and you're looking at it. That one was given in, and that did not happen. That really been stepped in. There's a little miscommunication. I thought McDavid would have made that in, but he didn't get there close in time. That one was no good. So Barkov's team are tied for 2, and it's already a 2-2 game in the first period. Hey, it's too early to celebrate things. Why do you have to do that? It's not really what nobody wants to do for. And I don't think anybody can be playing afterward. He just needs a harder choice to change in. Arvidsson, right toward the wall. Here's a shot, blocked off by Bobrovsky. 39 seconds left in the first period of the finals. In game 4, they're ready to take another puck drop. The win for Barkov. Dmitry Kolikov will now race his way down into the Edmonton territory. Swing to Verhage. That one's another save by Skinner. Back to Barkov. Here's a shot. Barkov, big save by Skinner. 23 seconds remaining in the first period. The Oilers brings up to have another puck drop ready. And a lot of time left. 30 over 23 shots on goal. That was on Edmonton, but they made a great range. Now the win. Here's Bouchard. Bouchard finding Ekholm. He'll have it again at Podkolzin.
Florida goal, his third goal in the final, first goal of the game, scored by number 23, Carter Verhage. Assisted by number 13, Sam Reinhart. And by number 16, Alexander Barkov. Tom in a goal, 19 minutes, 7 seconds in the final.
To shoot away, rebounds in, and that will be out of time. That ends the first period.
And that's the end of the first period. Your teams are scored even, 2.
For the first intermission. Stay tuned for the second period. We'll be back soon after this. Hello everyone, welcome to the first intermission of the Stanley Cup Final of Game 4 on EA Sports. There's been a tightness on the range where this close game starts in for the first quarter after the end. Here's what they did. 31 over 23 total shots on goal for Edmonton. 42 over 30 for Florida on the hit. 457 time on attack over 118 for the Edmonton Oilers. 94 over 80 for the passing effectiveness for Florida, and only 12 out of 10 face-off wins between the Florida as they're up for the face-off by 2. Now let's have your status in for those two between Florida and Edmonton. Testu, what do you think of how that Edmonton did on the start of the first period of the game? Well, I really like their attention. I mean, the greatness is the speed thing. I mean, what they really had saw that coming afterward, I mean, they really have been like pushing it off. This is a great start for their team, and when I mentioned it before, they have a lot of powerness to make that effort. It can be a little hard and challenging, but hey, I got a great range to see that going in for the start. Even though now they're tied, it's going to make a shovel. And alright, how about you, Paintbrush? About the Florida Panthers, after they had 2 goals, back in again to even it up. Well, I was noticing that Florida Panthers have really been stepped out and realizing that, well, we're not really in for it together. We have to be playing it that's a better consequence to keep moving in. This needs some right timing to choose it for why. And the reason is, there's nowhere to be in a hurry or left in a lunch. That's what I needed to do to keep ranging going back in. And now what's to take in for the leadoff for the second period after the end. Well, I'm going to say Edmonton. I think this will be a close rest on the range, 4-2 over Florida. What about you, Paintbrush? I think 4-3. It's going to be close. Edmonton and Florida, it's going to be a close game. Alright, thank you guys very much for the prediction. Let's get back into the game at Rogers Place. Peace, all you. Enjoy the second period. We'll be back soon for the second intermission. Welcome back to Rogers Place, everybody. We're about to get set for the 4th game of the second period. And we are ready to go. All players are rehydrated up, and we are back underway as we're ready for the second period. The first period is in the books. Let's have your takes of how you guys with the first period recap. Well, this is what I just mentioned it before, that Florida Panthers have been really like stopping it up. Barkov seemed to really be like under patient on their own. The better reason is that they really have kept on from coming back. And I mentioned it before, but they really have to do it on their own. A lot of key effort range is going to be a hard struggle to make it in. And when I need another like this, they just got to make sure they don't have the right choice to do their responsibly. All that time effort is going to be like what they wanted to get. They have to deserve it better than else.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, I got to see this one to believe in. The sight and the believing and the feeling need to be a great look. No ways to stop down. I mean, you just got to do it on your own. Here's a chance over in the middle, as covered up by Skinner, and we'll stop with under a minute to start in the second period of the 4th game. Now, I'm telling you this one now. Florida's are one of the aggressive teams. I think they're wanting to make a shutout series. Don't you think this will happen, or no? I don't think so. I think Edmonton needs to be able to get a win. They got to find something. They have to make a win to get over from game number 4 and then return back on our road in game 5. So they got to do something that's right out of the straight from the canyon. Sam Bennett finding Rodriguez. A chance. Kachuk shot is off the mark of the skater. Bennett rebounds right into the wing. Try to watch on Kachuk. Here's a save. On a shot saved by Skinner. Back over to Perry. Perry finds Klingberg. 18:24 remaining in second period. And he's over now to Nurse. Shoots one. Big save. After denying to give a detour, here's another rebound by the Florida team. Florida's back in offense. Rodriguez right turn in the wing. Bumped the wall, back behind the net. Kachuk gives it over to Bennett. Save play. Poked it up. Rebound by Klingberg.
Ryan Nugent Hopkins will have it in. The rebound by Emerson. Here's Nugent Hopkins, he scores! What a good shot by Emerson! And that's when we get it lead off at 3-2. Look out attention. I love that Emerson getting it over. After he made a hit, took a little change around with that line and Hopkins. That score was starting to be crazy. That is right turning into the creases of that zone of the ring from the center, and that's where you get that great goal. That is a great turnaround that I love seeing the check things out. And that's the lead out that you got to give a credit to.
Indeed so. Nugent Hopkins has got 2 in the finals. 1 goal game.
Nugent Hopkins gets the face off, and this will now be Emerson again. He lost that one, rebound by Lundell. And he'll dump this zone out of here as Kapanen now has it to Pakolzin. Pakolzin pulls over the lane, finding Kapanen. Back to Kulov. And he's over now, finding Emerson. Waits patiently, now find Pakolzin. He will shoot glove, saved by Bobrovsky. And he'll hover things up with only 17:24 remaining. A lot of time left in this period. Still a 3-2 game. They've got their lead up for 1 in the second period, but they're still playing.
Oilers go!
And Forsling
Their
has it over to
second in the
Lundell.
final, first of the
Gets
game.
kicked out,
Scored by
rebounded by
number
Lundell.
93, Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Oh, he did a big hand
All
afterward.
assisted by
Emerson
number
fans really
49,
love that.
Todd
That's what I just did notice.
Emerson.
That was a really smack
Time
of
to
a
go.
play.
2 minutes,
How do
9
you
seconds
feel like
in the
you're
second period of
hunting
final.
for a
That's
win
Ryan Nugent
in
Hopkins, his
Edmonton?
first
You
of the
have to
game,
feel like
second
you
in the
did.
final. Assisted by Ty
And
Emerson
Reed
in the
lost
second
that zone.
period at 2
Rebound
minutes,
by
9
Pakolzin.
seconds in the final.
Slides back from behind Mateus Ekholm, and he'll have it to Hyman. Hyman regroups again to Ekholm. And he loses the effort. This one he rolls back right back to the Edmonton territory. Bouchard will get a handle of it. New line group change for Florida Panthers defenseman. Now Pakolzin will reset the group chain. And now Ekholm. He tries to give to Bouchard. He has a lot of things going on around here, and he's got to find another big group. Hyman shoots. Another blocker save made by Bobrovsky. And Reed right toward wing. Back to Forsling. The Panthers will regain the group and will start their zone to kick back out. Harbison's got that puck after a steal. He'll have it to McDavid. Unbelievable stop by Bob. Bouchard finds that goal. He looks to McDavid. McDavid pass. Oh, he couldn't get the pass to look open for Polakov as he steals it.
That's really like bad manners on this one. McDavid, he's just trying to look for a closer look, but he just ran off the target. That's not going to make him work.
2-on-2 opportunity. He scores! Victor Edmondson! Right on the goal. He has 2. There's no reason you can't play for now. Bouchard is really off to Victor Edmondson. That's right in front of range. You have some a lot of great inspection. No change to do. You just have to make sure you're on high track. This starting range was no better than place. Kind of McDavid is he has a great knowing to make that assess. It's going to be a hard work to make that professionally keep it going. Another win for the Florida Panthers is how Rodriguez is back in the zone. Here's Bennett over in the middle, saved by Skinner. 15:20 remaining in the second period during the 15-minute mark for the fourth game. There's a lot of great fans afterwards here. Wait towels for the finals. That's why they would do for the playoffs. Yeah, I like this one. I mean, I like this one better. This one is looking very great. Fantastic. I mean, how would you prefer that? Well, I believe so. Stuart Skinner right around the net. And rebound by Rodriguez. Again, Walensky's. They work right down. Rebound by Rodriguez. Again, a good shot. He gets whipped over, watching a puck going offside, and Schmid has it to Walensky's. Swing and a miss. Rebound by Draisaitl. Past the 15-minute mark, he finds Skinner. And another save by Sergei Bobrovsky. It's back over to Rodriguez. Gaining his own. On the chance. Save play. And he scores. Sam Bennett with a big rebound as they tip back in. This is a 4-3 game. Well, I have a lot better range in this one. That Sam Bennett made a great rebound. And just looking at some higher range of the shot, you just have to look right toward the target. There's no way that you can do better when you just make this good look in this offensive key zones. You don't want to make this one go to a closer sudden game's end. You just need to make sure you're already aware for yourself. And that really needs to be high change for your next one. Here's Nurse finding to Klingberg. Klingberg again a Nurse as he gives Nugent Hopkins. Brown.
His second
his
goal
way
in
inside,
the final,
around the
first
net.
goal of the game.
Rebound
Scored
by
by number
Hopkins.
33, Victor Arvidsson.
Nowhere to take in. There's that.
Assisted by number 2, Evan Bouchard.
And he's
And
up
by
and
number
around the net.
97, Connor
Klingberg with the rebound
David.
again. Deep zone to Nugent Hopkins.
Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 33 seconds in the final.
Pauses.
That's Victor Arvidsson, his
Finds
second
Klingberg,
goal in the
finding
final,
Yama.
first
He
of the
shoots
game.
one, it's blocked
Assisted
by
by
the
Bouchard
defender.
and McDavid
Yama,
in the
inside
second
save by
period at
Bobrovsky.
4 minutes, 33 seconds in the final.
And forcing again to Nosek. Nosek in transition. Here's a set. On a shot. Big save. Rebound in. Stopped by Skinner. 13:40 remaining in the second period. They'll have another puck drop ready to go. Don't forget, folks, we got another game that's right around the corner for you as you'll get back into Game 5 as we have as the Thunders facing on against the Pacers back at the Paycom Center. That'll be the next game here for the NBA Finals, so don't miss out the next game. Thunders, Pacers. Coverage starts at 8:30, only on Son of Beast. Hyman, right toward the Bouchard. Again to McDavid. Here's Ekholm, he missed one. Arvidsson tries to get to Bouchard. He'll now find Ekholm, and he's off to Hyman. Hyman, off to McDavid, the backhander. Between the legs and out of the zone. Mikula has it to Kulikov, and again to Van Reinhardt, and he's off to Barkov. Barkov to Verhage, shoots it, glove save by Skinner, and blows Ekholm again to Bouchard. Kakul's in right now again to Bouchard. He'll give it to Kapanen. Off to Henry, glove save by Bobrovsky. 12:44 remaining in the second period, as we haven't passed the midway mark in the second period. With the new season advantage, we are ready to prepare things on. Get ready for the next matchup, and we'll have something here for you. This will be on Instagram on the story mode. So that way, you will find out which team will you make the next choice.
More to go.
Beginning on
His second
September
goal in the
26th
final. First
will
goal
be
of
the
the game.
next teams.
Scored by number
That
9,
means
Sam Bennett.
there can be only
Assisted
one,
by
and
number
you can find
88,
out which
Nate
team
Schmidt.
you want to see.
And by number
No matter which
17,
one you do
Evan
for,
Rodriguez.
you make your selection.
Time of the goal,
and
5
we
minutes,
pick
27
for you.
seconds in the
And with
final.
the regular
That's
season
Sam Bennett,
beginning
his second
soon,
goal in
it'll
the
be on
final, first of the
December
game.
30th.
Assisted by Schmidt and Rodriguez in the
He's up
second
to
period.
Kapanen.
At 5 minutes,
Let's see
27
Bobrovsky.
seconds in the final.
Mikula finding Barkov. And it's off to Reinhardt. He shoots, saved by Skinner. We'll get some time to cover and we'll get ready for another puck drop. So never miss this moment out with NHL 26. That will be Season 5 to make this advantage to do for its next level of the game. And we will always get it short enough for you to make the new change. It may be for 3 games, but only one may tell. Don't miss out the new season of NHL 25 to 26. Only on Son of Beast, as the new season will begin on December 30th. Preseason will begin on November 28th. Skinner finds Kula, and also Game of the Night will be starting here on October 14th. That will be the first one to keep your eyes on the sky. You won't want to miss that one out, don't you? I bet so. I mean, I think that might be a great choice. I like this option. I mean, I think Game of the Night is a great choice to do for the start. So hey, why not for cooking management? I don't know what we'll do. But hey, I know what your feelings are. It could be a one great game than ever. Reinhardt finding Barkov on a shot. Almost went in net. Verhaeghe kicks it out. Nicola off with the shot. Takes the pipe. And back to Verhaeghe. Kulak gets it out. Kulak sticks to zone, and now he finds Skinner. Skinner buried and stopped by Bobrovsky. Now we'll power these up with only 10:44. Lots of time on attack in this range. Oilers still trying to get out of the way to try to keep them lead from one. Bennett wins the faceoff, and Kolakov will have it over in the Florida territory to Bennett. Knocked in right toward the groin. Arvidsson, pass to McDavid, back to Arvidsson, back to Bennett. Rodriguez to Tkachuk, shot saved by Skinner. Tkachuk going over again. Glove save by Skinner. Unbelievable with the catch. He knocked it in. He got that great snatch look.
Yeah, unbelievable. You just really can't play it oftenly when you do first scored Skinner. That's really a great offense. I just can't believe now that you would have to choose it on your own. With that arranged, there will be no competition at all. Whenever you start or nothing, that's what they made them do. Good shot finding Nikola. Nikola shot off the range, rebound by Hyman.
And pass to Arvidsson. Back to McDavid. Past the midway mark in the second. Arvidsson backhander, nowhere to go. Rebound by Nikola. And he's over to Kolakov. McDavid. Wow, McDavid uses his force afterward. Rumble kick, big shot, save made back to Bouchard. Bouchard goes down. Kiss the rebound by Hyman. And Janmark. And Ekholm will have a new change. He's off to Bouchard. Adrian Atkins with a shot. He misses wide. Ekholm. Janmark finding Bouchard. Trying to get a new change here. Hyman shoots it for the one-timer on Adrian Atkins. And he can't get it over it. Forsling finds it to Tkachuk. 9:11 remaining in a second. Shoots wide, another save made. Goes off by Stuart Skinner and Janmark. No hit here. Bouchard with no penalty on the Florida Panthers. And Nurse carries offside. That will be stopping under 9 minutes remaining in the second period. All officials are getting ready to make its next attack. And it's a 4-3 game, Edmonton. And another win. That will be Nugent Hopkins with the winning faceoff. Connor Brown. Again to Janmark. He'll shoot. Can't get a deflection in there. And it's rebound by Aaron Ekblad. He'll have it over to Luosterainen. Luosterainen with the speed. Sprint zone. Miss wide. Matthias Janmark will come in to cover it in. No skating from here. That was another big hit. Forsling finding Luosterainen. He fires it. Stop made by Stuart Skinner. Henrique will sail it out of his own. And there'll be no icing as Pakolzin rebounds it, keeps the play going. Klingberg will have it in from the top. Klingberg gets a good dish off zone to Pakolzin. And only 8 minutes remaining in the second period. He's off to Kulak again to Kapanen. Pakolzin, Kulak again to Kapanen. Right to Emerson, swing and a miss. And it's over now to Verhaeghe. Stops it on closing range. And it's right over now, finding the Pakolzin to get a Kulak. A lot of another hit on a monstrous attack. He made another hit. And Schmidt, the Barkov. Swing and a shot. Big stop by Skinner with under 7:30 remaining.
This would almost be a dangerous on that pass play. And Barkov, you would have to feel like, yep, I would be manning it over, and I'm not letting you do it for choosing for you to get the next goal. No change would be the right choice.
And another win for Florida. Nosek trying to battle for the rebound. It's back to Evan Bouchard. He gives the deep zone to Skinner. Skinner. Right to McDavid. Rebound by Bolinskis. Off and away, now finding the great Jay Greer. And he pokes that one. That's Bouchard, and it's back over to the Florida territory. Right to Arvidsson, but saved by Bobrovsky. And now it's Gakovic. He'll try to make his own way in. Bouchard gets his rebound. And Hyman. Off to McDavid. Here's McDavid on the range. For the win shot saved by Sergei Bobrovsky. Are you serious?
Oh, no way. I never noticed that happen with Sergei Bobrovsky. That was really unbelievable. The target is nothing to the range you do. That was incredible.
Nurse. Back to Nugent Hopkins. He will now try to make his way in as Hyman able to answer it back. And it's off to Arvidsson. 6:15 remaining in the second period. Her shot. Big range on the stick. Hopkins. Pass is broken up. Good check. Pulls him with the stop. Arvidsson finding Klingberg. He over to Nugent Hopkins. Nurse chance. Back on ice will be Yama. Yama shoots, big save, great stop by Sergei Bobrovsky to cover it out. That punt goes over and out of play. When you don't think about Sergei Bobrovsky, that one's a biggest on the save. The diving in play after from McDavid on the attack, it's a one-on-one zone. You have no choice in the option. You just really have to keep on range going. That clear range is going to make him feel like an uncomfortable scorer. That really was going to make him mess up, and that one is almost going to be on one of the defenders. You can't let that happen if you're going to play it in for real. Nurse shoots, misses. Nice save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Brown by Emerson. Yalmark shot. Another blocker and a save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins trying to get a Nurse. Off with the shot in deep range. Good shot. Stopped by Sergei. Kicked it out. Nugent-Hopkins on a full pressure zone. Aaron Ekblad back to Nugent-Hopkins. Here's a set to Yalmark. The pass needed to be regrouped. Back to Kulon. And he had nowhere to be lifted on his own. Big save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Yalmark shoots, scores! Mateusz Yalmark with 2 in the finals. He has the second and the final win. That's a bunch of full pressure. He's got stamina on this range, and Mateusz Yalmark is really giving it the dish on. That goal range was right in there. That's really a great choice. That made that one really look clear. Nothing about it you can do. That's really my next goal to make that one go on. Mateusz Yalmark with 2 goals in the game, and he looks his 3rd goal to have his hat trick to get up in the lead for 6-3.
I think that may be a great choice for Mateusz Yalmark. I mean, I felt like, well, how about we get 3 in the finals? If he gets all 3 of them, then he deserves his hat trick.
Here's Boves back to Kulak, and Emerson now has it over to Skinner. He'll have that pass ranging into Perry. Perry, backhander saved by Sergei Bobrovsky. He's trying to watch it on his own, and Skinner will have it to Emerson. Knocked him out. Lucieranen with a chance in play, covered by Skinner, and now will freeze the play with only 4:18. Mateusz Yalmark, 2 goals in the finals. Officials are getting ready to drop the puck. Both teams have 19 face-off wins, but still, no penalty kills are on both teams. Do you think that this one is good news for them?
I think so. I would say it's a good news, but more likely
His second
so.
goal in the game second
just
in
don't
the
seem to
final.
care how
Scored
that
by
was gonna
number
change.
13,
No matter where it
Matthias
gets. I mean, that's what I
Janmark.
just really felt like the deal.
Assisted by number
punching even the
49,
way down.
Ty
They just gotta make sure they're
Emerson.
already been staggered.
And by number
And most likely,
27,
they just
Brad
did really well. They did great work. I mean, they're not.
Time of the
it's
goal,
not any
15
penalty
minutes,
that's gonna
6
be right
seconds
around
in the
that
finals.
range.
That's
This
Matthias
one
Janmark,
could
his
be
second
anybody's
in the
game.
final, second of the game, assisted by Emerson and
Here's
Kubo
Bouchard
in the
right over
second
now,
period.
Robertson.
That's 15 minutes, 6 seconds
He
in
has
the
that
final.
pass to McDavid. McDavid's shot's blocked by Bennett. Rodriguez for the Florida Panthers now gives a good shot. Change over in possession. Big save by Skinner. All right, he's back to McDavid. McDavid cutting his way across. And back to Klingberg. Giving him a fair warning with an offside as this one stays out. And Hyman. Right around the net, finding McDavid. He's over now, returning away. McDavid with the rebound, finding to Hyman. Just the final 3 minutes in the second period, he's off the Nurse. Nurse shoots one, trying to go for deflection in. And it's back to Mikola, finding to Gakovic. Gakovic can't get it over it. And it's now Hyman with the rebound. He'll have it swing to Janmark. Janmark trying to go for three. But he didn't really want to take a break on the back step here from off the defenders. Chance and a shot, he scores! Carter Huggy. He has 2 and 4 in the finals this point. Just one more left.
Yeah, I think one more might be a great key. I mean, now he has 4 in the finals. How would you stop that play? That's really what it is.
They're back down by 1. 5-4 is the score, and this one, predictable, is a little bit wrong in expectation. What would you say? I would say it's up to 5 and 4. That would be just a close game. I mean, if they have it down by 1, but it's not going to be a tie-us game if you have the right range in the slot. So I don't think you have the right choice to do for it.
Well, now I feel like
Florida goal. His fourth goal in the final, second of the game, scored by number 23, Carter Huggy. Assisted by number 13, Sam Reinhart, and by number 88, Nate Schmidt. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 17 seconds in the final. That's Carter Huggy, his fourth in the final, second of the game, assisted by Reinhart and Schmidt in the second period. That's 17 minutes, 17 seconds in the final.
Jockins takes it back. He'll try to give it over to Kulak. Skinner shoots, blocked by Barkov. Emerson got a good piece of it at this time. No offside. Back it over, now finding is Corey Perry. Perry finding again over again to Bouchard. Ekholm again to Draisaitl. Ekholm. Pass to Skinner. Skinner to move it again around a piece. Try to go right into the middle, and it's now back to Ekholm. You'll have to try to regroup again. Skinner shoots for backhand, but saved on a blocker on the pad by Sergei Bobrovsky. Corey Perry takes it over. Around the net. Draisaitl. Oh, you got a little slicker now on Belinsky's. And Sam Reinhart right toward in the Edmonton territory. 60 seconds down to the frame for the second period as he rolls into Kapanen.
Last minute of play in the second
Kapanen
period.
now has it again to Henry backhand saved by Bobrovsky. Just nearing down the under final minute in the second period before the third.
A lot of beaters on this one. I think this crowd needs to make a lot of noise.
And the win for Forsling. That one goes off full pressure, and it's rebounded by Boves. Ekholm. No pass to Vivian, and it's offside for Florida. I've still got a lot of great feelings on this. I think it's anybody's game. I think we might see Edmonton win for the fourth game. I'm not always agreeing with you. I mean, I've always wanted to see Florida make a shutdown win. But I've been denied on it, so I think that Edmonton might be able to have its own win. So they gotta find a win on this one.
They do. I'm going to agree on this guy. I mean, I think Centerpiece may have it. Great ring.
Wow, big knockdown on the turn. And it's saved by Skinner. This never really happened on that. And it's a big rumble take in. Rocked him right through the body. That made it hurt. Puck pulls in. On a defender, you'll have to regroup. And Klingberg. Pass back to Puck pulls in. Kapanen. Backhander. Left on a sighted made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Puck pulls in. Should save play. Just 1 second remaining. 2 seconds remaining in the second period. And he'll have one puck drop left. And a win for Ekblad, and that will do it. 5-4 is the score.
And that's the end of the second period. Your
There's
Edmonton
one more
Oilers
period left to
5
remain.
and the Florida
So
Panthers
let's hope
4.
it gets to a great game. Third period is underway after the break. Hey folks, welcome to the second intermission of the NHL 25 of the Stanley Cup Final on EA Sports. It's been a quiet tightness on the game, and we've seen a lot of great pass effectiveness, a lot of great on time on attacks, and of course, some total shots on goal right over on the hits. There's some great range to keep things on. After the second period, 60/49 total shots on goal for Edmonton, 69/55 for Florida. 10:04 over 2:32 for the Edmonton time on attack. The passing effectiveness was 95/82. And then the face-off wins was 23/20. Alright folks, let's send it on in toward the other guys. Testu, your take on Edmonton Oilers. Well, he really got a lot of great start afterward. This energy is going to make the crowd fan go wild on this one. Nothing I would tell on this. It's really like big change in the effort. You got a little bit of a smack on the show. There's no way you would have to play for that. I got a great seeing things from top target down. You know what I'm big getting? Yeah, I understand. I understand what you always get. But that's a lot of the hard drive. Yeah, more likely so. I mean, I won't be saying it for anyone who wants to get into this. But if they don't solve that problem, that must have happened with Edmonton. They've got to find a way to keep things closed out. All right, Paintbrush, let's have your takes in for Florida Panthers. What is their job on that? Well, Florida's been already been under siege for anything. Most likely they've been closest on the game. They've really been staggered in. It's really not going to be easy at all. So I bet we might have to see some a big sudden showdowns on the range. And now let's have some spots for the end of the game of who do you think will win? What's your status, guys? I'm going to say that's going to be Edmonton. I think they might win in this one. They might have to win in Game 4. And Paintbrush, Florida. They always got to see Florida. They always got to see them win. I mean, you got to see it to believe it. Thank you, folks. Now we go back to Emorant, to the Rogers Place. As the third period is underway, let's see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show. It's where it all comes down to the third period in Rogers Place. Ready to roll. And we are back. Ready for the finish? Let's find out who takes in with the win in Game 4. Will they survive or will they deny? Let's find out. Alright guys, we have played 2 periods this point. Let's see what your predictions are for the third period. I think it's going to be happening right now. I think Edmonton Oilers might have a great range in this one, so we've got to see this to believe it. One thing I wanted to say this one out, I mean, they really have been working it off hard to try to keep going in. Some big time on attacks can be a little challenging for them to try to step it up. No range can't do, there won't be anybody that will determine to be out.
I would say this when anybody will tell us. So I would say that McDavid's team, who's really keeping it on, the struggle. No pays off, nothing pays in, they won't see it what they do for. I think you'll have to just try to work it out to see what the target gets in. So I think that's going to be a lot of great roll range attack. Let's see how they will do it to deserve it.
Rodriguez returns on ice. Big fumbles on here for Edmonton, and goal saved by Skinner. Right over to Evan Bouchard. It's now off to Darnell Nurse. He looks to Perry. Now this time he gives it Jeff Skinner.
Pass to Nurse. Rebound by Skinner. And looks to Nurse. Nurse can't get over it, and as Tkachuk goes back the other way. Nurse takes it over. Bouchard right around the net. And Nurse has a D on mark. Another hit here for the Florida Panthers. Unfortunately, has it now again to Tkachuk. Tkachuk pass. Bellick moves around. Blocker save by Skinner. And Connor Brown will have it over and now find a Nurse. Nurse finds a pass to Nugent Hopkins. Brown right to the wing again to Nurse. Klingberg, nowhere to go, finding the pound to Bovest. And he'll have it to Luster-Rainen. He'll have it out and rebound on Lindell. Here's a chance in motion. Shot blocked by Nurse. Rebound by Luster-Rainen. Luster-Rainen again to Brown. Here's Kolokov, blocked by Brown. Stop on the pound on Bovest. Fabulous save by Skinner. He'll just not a bunch. 17:28 remaining in the third period. And you're up again for another puck drop right. My goodness, that's what I was really noticing from Matthew Tkachuk. That's a great stoppage. You have no idea where he's coming at, don't you think?
Well, I wouldn't believe so. I mean, I just really wanted to make that one clear. It's not changed. No better stop plays. That's crazy defense. An unbelievable save by Stuart Skinner. When this pad goes in, that's off the blocker. I love this effort. That's right to our range, and you just gotta give that one a good credit. Now, Stuart Skinner really had that one with a great save, and that's really like up in the chain. When you have no position to keep it in bounding, you just gotta like keep it and then stick it out. No one does it for the right thing, and you really have to believe on is to keep playing like you did for. That is just insane.
Enrique wins the faceoff. Kulak is right back on the offset zone. He has it over to Kapanen. Way too close to the defender, and it's now back to Kulikov. Aiden Lindell with the spinning move. Right in the shot save by Stuart Skinner. Kapanen on his way down to lose the feed out. And it's over to Henrique. Henrique finds the pass to Bouchard to get Ekholm. He'll fire that shot. Henrique shoots. Can't get it over Pakolzing after a hit and a rumble takedown. Mikola with the rebound, finding Boves. And he gets rolled right through the range. Deep the zone. Henrique. Oh, the pass is broken out. And icing will be declared on the Edmonton Oilers. A lot of time left to remain in the period as we haven't passed the 15-minute mark. 5-4 Edmonton. Defender and glove set on the blocker by Stuart Skinner. Gives it off to Victor Arvidsson. Spinorama trying to give over to Bouchard. Arvidsson. You will get a reset to Bouchard. Kapanen. Back to Arvidsson. This time Bouchard will get a regroup. And it's Henrique. He'll have it back to Darnell Nurse. Bouchard made him stumble. And that puck carries out. Great defense ever by Sam Reinhart. Made him wipe down. Nurse. Back to Arvidsson. Edmonton gives it back another chance. And give it shoots glove save by Bobrovsky. 15:44 remaining in the third period. And they're preparing for another puck drop in the Edmonton to Florida territory. McDavid wins the faceoff. He now finds Klingberg again to Nurse. Nurse trying to get over this time. Hyman. Klingberg. And now he has it to McDavid. McDavid gets bumped up by Rodriguez. Here's Tkachuk. Got defender, and that one is right trying to range to keep that from out skating on a scoring chance for the Florida Panthers. Just 15-18 remaining in the third period. Full pressure's on to Florida.
the win for McDavid. Emerson will have some new group change-offs. He's over to Hyman. He's off to Arvidsson. He scores! What a play by Zach Hyman. He has 2 in the finals. Very similarly can be for Victor Arvidsson. He really has given him 30 goals in this game of the finals, and now he has 2 goals in the game. Just like that. You know, I believe about Victor Arvidsson, and that was where Hyman was able to make a pass after McDavid, and then from Hyman, and then watch what this happened. He's up on the wing, and he's just right into the zone. To give a little pass in look. That's what you see from Victor Arvidsson. He just has that great goal, and that point off is going to make it clear. Keep things from going up by 2. The win for Brett Kulak. He'll have it firing around the net. Skinner past the 15-minute mark in the third period. Still haven't passed the midway mark, and we are just approaching down. As Kachuk now has finding Bennett on a shot carried save by Skinner, and he'll hover right up with another puck drop ready to go. Officials are getting ready to glide across the zone. Draisaitl team is up by 2. Nosek wins the face-off, and it's blocked. He'll clear that zone out of here, and it will be rebounded by Ugas Polinskis. The Panthers will regain the next new change. Gakovic carries that one out of here. Rebound by Ekholm. He's off the Draisaitl. And here's Nosek with the change-off shot. Can't get a deflection off of his skater, and it goes increasing back to Perry, and it's over to Jeff Skinner. This need to make them fixes in there. I mean, there's nobody to give an open look. I think that deflection didn't really work. O'Chard. Skinner shoots, blocked. Rebound by A.J. Greer. Here's Forsling. Well done to hit. Gakovic. Shoots, save play by Skinner. And Matthias Ekholm will have it on the carry on to Janmark. Oh, Janmark, he might do for 3. Stop by Bobrovsky.
Oilers go!
With only 13:40 remaining in the third period.
His third goal in the final second of the game. Scored by number 33, Victor Arvidsson. Assisted by number 18, Zach Hyman.
For Florida Panthers.
And by number 49,
has it again to Brown. Back on ice is Darnell Nurse.
Time of the goal, 4 minutes 53 seconds in the final. That's Victor Arvidsson, his third in the final, second of the game, assisted by Hyman and Emerson in the third period. At 4 minutes 53 seconds in the
And
final.
he can't get it out. He's over in the middle. Oh, what a save by Skinner after Sam Rygaard with the one-time pass by Aaron Ekblad.
You don't really think that this would be the choice? Well, I think they're hunting somebody out of here. I mean, that's not their day to dream. If you would be here.
Hyman. Right to Victor Arvidsson. Trying to go for 3 goals in the game to get his hat trick too. McDavid can't get it to go. Rebound by Rodriguez. And Kachuk finding Bennett. Then after Kachuk, pulling in, save by Skinner. That puck sends out of his zone. And skated off across. Mikkola will send it to Kachuk. Here's another one to Rodriguez. And Sam Bennett makes his way down. Kulak. Right around the pass, and it's back to Pakulzin. Emerson trying to work his way across to Kulak. Emerson trying to give over to Henry. Their team's back in the zone. And now it's Kapanen. Right to her in the wing. To the corner again. Kulak. Emerson fires it. Off the wall. Rebound by Pakulzin. Emerson sends it over to Kulak. And he will broken the stick this time. He will have to replace a new one.
That is really kind of bad. Oh my gosh. I mean,
Well, now you definitely got somebody to retreat. I mean, that's great.
but that play on this one, Henrique, is not going to be successful when you just play with the stick.
You want to try to watch out on that if you don't want to get it in. 2 minutes
penalty is going to be slashing on
Number 70 in Florida,
just
2
for
minutes with
Lopez in the
slashing.
box.
That's when I just saw that. Emerson was right throwing and controlling it, and then there's the slashing that you were looking at from Justin Lopez. That one really makes it hurt.
The Oilers
don't want to have to get out of the way. You
power
really have to
play.
try to leave that out. Get a poke check, try to look it up.
Say one over the hit. Power play starts for Edmonton Oilers.
New and midway walk in the period, I feel like they might have to do it.
They've just got to make sure they have
Penalty on Florida Panthers, number 70, 2 minutes for slashing. Time and penalty, 11 minutes, 21 seconds in the third period of final. That's Florida penalty on number 70, Jesper Bobas for 2 minutes slashing. Time and penalty in the third period of the finals, 11:21.
50 might need a big range for the power peak. As they're both set, ready to prepare for another puck drop, here's Susan Hopkins and Newts McDavid. Draisaitl fires it, never saved by Bobrovsky. They're in a midway mark in the period, and just only coming into the big full strength range between Edmonton and Florida. 12-18 over 3-14. I think they have a lot of stamina, don't they think?
Well, special teams, I mean, like, special teams might be a great ways. But nowhere they can do, they won't try and keep it out.
Hyman, what a big save! Luke Hopkins goes down. Rebound by Hyman. And Draisaitl. Off to McDavid. He shoots one, big save. Draisaitl up, trying to put back in the net. And Nate Schmidt carries that one out to Reinhart. Here's Barkov. Chance for the short-handed goal has been stuck out. And Bouchard will now have it out and cleared out of the way. Rebound by Balinskis. He's off to Lindell. Lusharainen dumps it out. Rebound by Nugent Hopkins. And he can't get there that far. Hyman will now just look over to Draisaitl. And it's McDavid. He'll shoot one in. Blocked by Kulikov. And Kulikov has it to Lindell. Here's Bouchard. Makes him with the better punch off to make him out of the way. McDavid again to Brown. And Arvidsson. Arvidsson for three. Glove save by Bobrovsky. 9:45 remaining in the third period. 25 seconds left for the Oilers power play. They'll set and get ready for another puck drop. Next win for his hand to Adam Henrique. Brown. Back to Aaron Ekblad. He'll have it to Kachuk. Here's Forsling and Nosek. Pass off to Aaron Ekblad. Went off with a hit. And it's now back to Ekholm the other way. Bobas' time's almost up. And that will do it. The end of the power play will make its range in. It's now back to full strength.
This could be a clear range in there. I've never seen how this would change up, but that's really one of the bestest plays I've ever seen. So that really could be a great chain off to give that one a good reaction.
Yeah, sometimes you really have to do for anything. You just really need to keep on moving it in when you do for. And for Leon Draisaitl, you'll have to try to come up with the next commitment. That could be your next goal to make the range and plan. Just do for our next sake in if you really have some great times off.
Corey Perry right to her in the wing. He's over to Draisaitl. The backhander is stopped by Bobrovsky. 8:47 remaining in the third period, and they'll have another puck drop ready to go. Plenty of time to whirl in by, and it's already now at 8:47. 6-4 lead Edmonton. The win for Draisaitl has it to Emerson. He's over to Perry. Perry shoots, blocker saved by Bobrovsky. Skinner's back to Emerson and Kulov. Right over in the middle. Nicholas stops that one, and Bobas right toward the wing. That one makes a hit. Lusharainen missed wide. Rebound by Lindell. Kulikov shoots, saved by Skinner. 8:21 left to remain in the third period, and they're up and ready to take the next on attack. A lot of time left in the period, and it's already a 6-4 game. Got away for Barkov. That one chops up, and Bouchard with the rebound. Leon Draisaitl. Off the pass, Skinner. Swing and misses. Skinner will have to give it back. And Verhage sorts it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Barkov. Towards zone, stop by Skinner. And back to Matthias Ekholm. This one was really making it close out range. I mean, I can't stand out. That one was really going to make that one go farther. But hey, no zone will have to do for the trick in. So you just cannot do yourself a favor if you really are going to make that go off forward. That one will be almost half hard and impossible when you're doing this on the range on until it hits. This could be like unbearably mistaken, so they've got to like try to work this way off. Don't make anyone like it's uncomfortable. No score will ever down. Sam Bennett with the puck. Tries to go back to Sam Bennett. And a stop. Great block by Matthias Ekholm. There's a lot of great blocks afterward. I can't stand how this is going to make. That really made a great look. And Zach Hyman now has it to Ekholm. He stick lifts it. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez dumps it out. Back to Klingberg. Klingberg kicks it over. And Matthias Ekholm is now back over again to Klingberg. Across the line is Zach Hyman. Rebound by Sam Bennett. And he's over now to Kachuk. He'll have it to Rodriguez. And a shot glove save by Skinner. Keeps the play moving. Klingberg with some new line changes for the Florida Panthers and for the Edmonton Oilers. Here's McDavid. McDavid. Backhander. Tries for deflection. Victor Hartman didn't get it anywhere. McDavid. He shoots one off the skater. Rebounded by Walensky's. It's stolen by McDavid. And now it's Hyman. McDavid's on the other wing and the other end. Tries to give to Klingberg. Klingberg can't get it to go. McDavid. And that one is way out of the range. Klingberg with the rebound. And it's Kulak. He'll have it to McDavid again. And Gakovic bumps him up. McDavid with the rebound. Right to Kulak. Back on the way is Emberson. Hyman. And he doesn't have the right straight to do for it. AJ Greer, 2-on-1. Glove save by Skinner. And he'll freeze the puck in with only 5:28 remaining in the third period. Officials are getting ready to glide things up as they're ready for our next puck drop. It is a 6-4 game. The win for Lundell. Here's the next set for Forsling. Yarmark with the rebound. Again, Brown. Oh, and this time may have to change the difficulty. And Luosterainen lost his puck handling, and it's now back to Kulak after Emberson with the steal. And here's Boves. Smacks him down. Rebound by Edmonton. We're down to the final 5 minutes presented by Discover. And here's Yarmark. Yarmark for 3. Given up by Forsling. Luosterainen, oh my gosh, another hit. That was going to make almost like hurt for a Florida Panthers zone. Yeah, I don't know what's going to make him in there. That really was going to make him unsteady. Wow, that is going to be dangerous. Aaron Ekblad again to Lundell. Lundell finding Boves. That one is given up. Perry pounds to Bouchard. He looks over to Skinner. Skinner rolls into the middle. Another save made by Bobrovsky. Ekholm again. Perry shoots and it's off again by Sergei Bobrovsky. Forsling rebounds it again, and then Aaron Ekblad will have it off to Reinhardt. Here's Verhage. A step to Barkov. Barkov shoots one. Never stopped by Stuart Skinner. Draisaitl again to Bouchard. And Corey Perry gets out of his way. Bobrovsky will send it over to Bikola. Perry shoots. Another blocker save. And he brings in a pad save. Oh my, that saved the pipe. They're still going. Unbelievable! How did Sergei Bobrovsky get another save on this one? Oh, no pass play.
No stall afterwards. That really was unbelievable. He would have just made Sergei Bobrovsky feel like he was all masked up already. I mean, oh my gosh. That's really like a big chain off to make him work.
Alexander Barkov finding Kulikov and a pass save by Stuart Skinner. He'll cover it in with only 3:16 remaining in the third period. And there's still a lot of time left. We'll take a few-minute break here while we have our original sounds of the game in Rogers Place. Be back with you shortly. That was one of the best on the moment right now. And I will send it over to one of our biggest, Terry Crews. Who do you think had a better play of the night? Well, I gotta say, Evan Bouchard just really made that one with the great zones. Some big gun plays is better than ever. But I've got the feeling some Zach Hyman is doing some well better on the range. He's been doing some greatness on his range for his unstoppable force. I mean, he's really like keeping it all but he got. I think his next generation might be the next one for Game 5. So let's see how Hyman does with his unstoppable force. Here's Kachuk the other way finding Sam Bennett. And he's over to Rodriguez. That goal takes it back. Try to way down for the clock as we're nearing to a final minute in the third period. They're out there for the close game afterwards, and he now finds it to Perry. And that Cone will
Last
now make a
man
new
to play
change
in the third period.
to keep the range out, and there will be an icing on the Edmonton Oilers to get ready for the puck drop for the
All right,
Oilers
fans,
and
it's time to
Panthers.
get up and make
Fans
some
in Rogers
noise.
Place are on their feet. And as the wind makes it on, Arvidsson to McDavid. And he will now have it to Bouchard. Ekholm watching it out. Barkov with a chance. Hooked it. McDavid shoots it. Oh, he almost made it in there. And Perry missed wide also. Kachuk trying to work his way in. He finds Reinhardt. He shoots it. Quite a bit of rebound. And it's back to McDavid. Clears that zone out. 25 seconds left in the third period of the game. Mikula shot saved by Skinner. Bouchard. Nowhere to get to Arvidsson. And Arvidsson trying to watch it in. He wants to get to Arvidsson. And he will shoot it.
and can't get it up there in time. Perry went down, and as that goes down, it is all over. Edmonton Oilers have made themselves a win, and it's a 3-1 series.
And that's the end of regulation.
Well, that will not happen. And that's Stuart Skinner. He made a wonderful greatness of the game. He now has making his way to clutch it back in. And we say, well, we don't win here. We just win. We want to win more. That's for everybody.
And how about we salute to the fans?
Thank you for coming for tonight's game, everyone. Be sure to join us here for our watch party as they take on against the Florida Panthers back in South Florida for Game 5. Coverage on the puck drop starts at 8:30 p.m. Thank you all for coming, and please drive home safely.
Thank you for watching, and good night. Alright, Son of Beast, thank you so much. Time for 3-star players in the game. Starting with the 3rd star, we got the great start in. Victor Arvidsson with 2 goals in the game and 7 hits. He only just made it an unbelievable with a great passing angle and up in front. That 2nd star player of the game goes to Matthias Janmark with 2 goals and 4 hits. He really did that, but more likely though, the turnaround shot was made to look easy. And your 1st star player of the game, for a 1, Stuart Skinner. 70 saves, .946 saving percentage. He makes it look incredible on the big stop and play mountain. Yeah, I've got a great range here. Stuart Skinner was really amazing. How would you play for Stuart Skinner? You have to feel like you're a little frightened a little bit. I thought that you were going to miss it out. But now, you did. I definitely agree on that. Well, Test Tube, it's been a one of a night. And here are the final standings. 82 over 74 total shots on goal for Edmonton. 120 over 96 for Florida. 1420 over 3 for 58 on the time on attack for Edmonton. 95 over 80 passing effectiveness for Florida. And 32 was the big face-offs they got. Just 2-minute penalty kill and 2-minute power play minute for the Edmonton Oilers. But sadly, no power play goals. Well, that's it for now. Game 4 has wrapped up at Rogers Place. So that means we'll be back with Game 5 as you will be seeing right along the way for the rematch from Edmonton and Florida. Well, folks, if you enjoyed this one, never miss a moment by hitting that subscribe button and also click the like button and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on each new videos right underway. And with that being said, we'll be keeping your eyes back here for the Object Show reaction. I bet you all love it here too, and I know you are missing it, but we will appreciate to you all for sticking us here around. And remember, that's where we are all coming in for some big schedule changes. It doesn't get better than this, but that's where there has to be only one determination to make one reaction, one skit, vlog, for some special ones if necessary, and for that, it'll be just for the game, just for fun, not for competition. This is where it doesn't get anything in there to make it go white. With that being said, so long everyone for a while as the NHL Stanley Cup Final of NHL 25 on EA Sports Style. This is me, Phone 11, along with Test Tube and Paintbrush. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll be back with Game 5. Thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
If you don't, somebody will.